It's the rock shop, baby. Come on, check it out.
What's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. So today, we're taking a trip to a local Paydirt seller, checking out their shop, and bringing back a little Paydirt with us. We headed out to Liberty, Washington. We were on a trip, me and my boy. We were looking for some dirt from a mine out there, and we got some. But on our way back, we noticed a little shop by the side of the road. It's the First Creek's Rocks and Treasures. I don't know if this is focusing. I'll do a little screen cap of this afterwards just to make sure y'all are able to read it. But we stopped in there and they had an awesome little shop there. So they sell all sorts of different rocks. You can find geodes there, slabs of agate, thunder eggs, amethysts, just all sorts of awesome rocks. And they just have them piled everywhere. You know, you just buy them by the pound. It's freaking awesome. But inside they also have a little gift shop. You can get honey and beeswax candles and all sorts of other nicks and knacks. But on the shelf, found me some Potato Patch Paydirt. Now this bag set me back $50. But this is dirt straight out of the mines and the grounds out there at Liberty. They said it should be good. $50 bag. So we'll see what they got in there. And yeah, it cost me $50. Now, obviously there was no shipping because I went to the location. But a couple things about the shop I want to point out. Really great people there. You know, I had my son with me, and as we were talking, she was just bringing out all sorts of awesome things, showing him, hey, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen that? He got a couple of freebies there while he was out there, grabbed a little mystery bag, all sorts of gem stuff as well. And we just had a really great time. But of course, seeing the Paydirt, I had to bring some home. So that's what we're going to go through today. The Potato Patch Paydirt from First Creek Rocks and Treasures. Now, they do have a website, firstcreektreasures.com. Again, I'll put the card up in a better view so you guys can see it. Now, she says she doesn't have an online store, but if you reach out to her, she is willing to go through the shop with you. She'll have her webcam, show you everything that's on the shelves, and you just pick it out, pay her, and then she ships it out to you. So, super service, really nice lady, informative, knows her stuff. She's been out there for years. She went to the shop as a child, bought it as an adult, and now she's living their dream. So that's awesome, and hopefully today we'll be living the dream as well with our Potato Patch Paydirt. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna bust out the classifier, shake things out, see what we're working with, and then run it down the sluice. Stick around. All right, so we got our Potato Patch Paydirt. Little bucket to dump it in real quick. Now they don't seal the bag. You know, obviously I picked it up in person, so it's not a worry about shipping. Would still like to see these kinds of bags sealed, but again, not a big deal. Not going to knock them or anything for that. It got to me in fine order. If it had opened up or whatever, that would have been on me, so no worries there. So there's what we're looking at. Some nice brown dirt. Smells a little wet. Definitely smell the naturel on it. Some Liberty Paydirt, straight out of Liberty, Washington. All right. So let's get out the 1/4 inch, see if there's anything too big in there. Get rid of that. Or if there's a nugget, hold on to that. Oh man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing there. Almost screwed it up. There we go. All right, so we're going to skip past this part for you guys. Everybody does anyways, so I'll still record and maybe put it on the just loosen. But we'll be back shortly and show you what we got. Alright, so here's what we wound up with. I only classified down to the 40. Just at the end of the day, I really don't feel like I'm going to get a good separation here. The material is a little bit damp, so a lot of the little dusty stuff is just sticking to the bigger pieces anyways. We have gotten the larger material out of the way, so that's the biggest concern for the sluice box. Otherwise, all of this stuff is just going to run through. So, I guess at this point, let's see what kind of magnetics we're working with. I do expect to see a fairly decent amount, especially down here in the plus 40. So, let's see what we got. Nothing. That's really weird. Not any. You know, and in the other Liberty Dirt, not a lot of magnetics in that either. So maybe in that area of the state, we just don't have a lot of magnetics. Which seems really weird to me, since out at the beaches of Washington, it's all magnetic. It's all black sands. It's all the ridiculous crap that you hate working with. But you come inland, and that's it. That's all you got, just a little bit. Like I said, down here you should expect to see a whole bunch, right? A whole bunch of black sand. Nothing. Not a thing. So either we're looking at cleaned dirt where all the magnetics have already been removed, and then maybe part of their process, and these guys' process is they're pulling that magnetite out of there and using it for something else. But yeah, no magnetics in any of this, which is really weird. But I don't prospect out there, so maybe I'm just not familiar with their dirt. I'm not saying one thing or the other, but what I am saying is we are ready to sluice, so hang tight while I move the cameras around, get this stuff wetted up, and we'll see what kind of gold we get. Stick around. Alright, now we are ready to roll. Sluice is ready, dirt is ready and wetty, so let's get our shovel and let's get to it. Now, I'm going to show you the first few scoops, and then we're going to skip along here. If you want to see the entire sluicing, then I'm going to go ahead and make a video for you too. The just sluicing version of this video will be available here shortly. I noticed a lot of people are skipping past this, so if you don't want to watch this part, totally fine. I'm going to keep this for the people who do. And otherwise, we'll do a couple scoops here, and then we'll skip along to the way out. So, hang tight. Now I definitely saw a little chunker in here in the plus 10, so we'll see how this works out. There's your gold, baby. So you know what's next? We're going to pull this stuff out, weigh it up, give you a couple cool pics of it, because this is some really neat stuff. Got some real wire gold here. It's like leaves and crystalline. That's really awesome. Really, really awesome stuff. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna weigh things out, show you what it's all about. All right, prospectors, welcome back. We just got done weighing up the gold, and 0.424 is what it came out to when I reweighed it to get the ROI. And that comes out to about $26 worth of gold, which isn't too bad. Though it is actually a little bit on the lower end of the ROI, but still around that 50%. It's actually around 52%. I'll throw up the official ROI for the number peoples right there. So as you can see, about 52% back, which isn't great, but at the same time, it ain't bad either, especially for off-the-shelf random shop that I stopped in, kind of Paydirt, 50%, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. The gold that was found in the dirt was actually really unique. It almost, the individual pieces almost look like feathers, or they call it crystalline gold. The way it's kind of feathered out, it's a very natural state of the gold. And because I forgot the name of it, because Liberty is so close to our Washington source of gold, you get it in a much more natural state. So that's really cool. You know, so though it was a little bit less gold than I'd like to have gotten, the gold itself was unique, and that was really cool to see. So I'm really happy with that. Had a really good time at the shop as well. So I would definitely say if you're passing through Washington, take a quick trip over up Highway, I think it's Highway 97. Stop over at the Liberty First Creek Rocks and Treasures. You can find yourself some really cool stuff. Get yourself some pretty cool Paydirt to pan out when you get home. Otherwise, if you're online, which most of us are, you can just hit them up and ask them to send you some. I'm sure they'd be happy to ship you out as much as you like. As well, I'm pretty sure they do custom bags too. So if you want X amount of gold in your dirt and you want it this kind of gold, I'm sure they can work that out with you as well. So definitely recommend it. Local shop out there doing a great job keeping the interest in prospecting alive. And I definitely commend that. That's an awesome thing. And I think anybody going through should support them as well. So First Creek Rocks and Treasures out in Liberty, Washington. Check them out. Some really cool pay dirt, really cool things in the shop. You'll have a great time there, and you'll go home with some really cool treasures. So they definitely get my thumbs up, and I hope you check them out. Other than that, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Backyard Prospecting, Dig Daddy here. Always happy to have you guys with us. And if you haven't yet, check out on Teespring. Get yourself one of these nice, cool A-shirts. Summer's starting to come to its end, but these are great for lounging around in the lazy state there at home. So pick yourself one up. We also got masks, which is the new normal. Everything's on fire now, so it's good to keep covered. COVID is still a real thing, so you want to be protected. So pick yourself up a mask over there on Teespring. It's around $8 plus shipping. Other than that, I just want to thank you all for tuning in, and if I don't see you out on the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.